Hey there, fellow anime fans! Today, we're diving into the world of My Hero Academia to uncover the pointless presence of certain characters. You know, those characters that seem to take up screen time without contributing much to the story. Seriously, there are hopeless quirks. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I hope you subscribed. Now back to the video. First up, Mineta. This grape-headed hero in training is known for his perverted antics and sticky quirk. But let's be honest, his constant pursuit of girls and his childish behavior don't really add much depth to the plot. This quirk is useless. What other interesting thing would you do with this? Sorry, Mineta fans, but we can't help but find him quite useless. Intelli is incredibly underutilized, much like Shinso. Despite her 300 IQ due to her quirk, we have never seen the professional heroes contact her during an operation or when trying to figure out who the UA traitor is. This suggests to me that her IQ is meaningless in the absence of experience, which would make her worthless for a few more years. Alternatively, it could imply that she simply tumbled off the edge of the planet at some point, rendering her essentially worthless.
We'll make her exhaust her abilities. Then all 4 of their quirks will be rendered quite useless. This is my strategic design, my equation for success.
Simply put, Spinner has no place in the League of Villains unless he's attempting to scale a wall or something. His quirk is just absolutely pointless, and his fighting skills are just passable. He's just a person that looks like he could sell you auto insurance and carries a lot of swords. It's clear that Spinner is just present in order to be the designated driver when surrounded by dominant players like Dabi or Twice.
Weaving! I get motion sick! Don't call me Lizard! The name is Spinner! Shut up and focus on driving!
Aoyama, the flashy hero with a belly button laser. The truth is, his sole purpose seems to be providing some comic relief. While he does bring some humor to the table, in terms of substance and relevance to the plot, he's pretty lacking, regardless of how fabulous and confident Aoyama is. He's a bottom-tier hero currently. His attacks are easy to dodge, as we saw in his battle with Mina, and he can only use his quirk for a very short time. Plus, although this is never really tackled in the show, he can't even use his power all that freely, as he could risk murdering someone on accident. So far, the only practical thing he has done was being a signal, and a flare would have done that job just as well, and with less whining. Almost every notable villain should be able to take care of this guy, as all of his strength is concentrated in his tail. Why would you want a quirk of a powerful tail, and while he is a respectable martial artist, all it would take to end his heroic career would be one successful attempt. But he simply offers next to nothing compared to almost everyone else. He can't go head-to-head with villains as effectively as Deku or Kirishima. He has no long range or AoE attacks like Todoroki, and he has no utility to speak of.
Reciprocal extend! I've got you!
There's a reason, besides perversion, that people often state invisibility as their superpower of choice. Toru Hagakure, the invisible girl. Now, being invisible might sound cool, but when it comes to her role in the story, it's pretty minimal. Sure, she pops up every now and then with a funny line or two, but does Toru use this power even in the slightest way? Absolutely not. Even though she could be both the best spy and the best assassin in the entire series, she has just become a meme character that hangs out in the background and occasionally makes a distraction.
Hey, Ojiro! Let's get serious. I'm gonna take off all my clothes and totally disappear.
Yeah, cool.
Then we have Koji Koda, the quiet guy who can communicate with animals. While it's a neat quirk, it rarely contributes to the overall narrative. He's often overshadowed by other, more prominent characters, leaving us wondering why he's even there in the first place. If he's in a city and there are no animals nearby, he's basically quirkless. If his enemy has any type of AoE or is of a larger size, Koda is completely useless. He offers no offensive or defensive abilities, outside of scaring people with bugs, I guess, and we have never even seen him, at least using the animals to gather information. How he got into Class 1A, I will never know. Masaki. But this also pertains to Backdraft because they essentially perform the same task. Their whole point is that they have some fundamental control over water. Essentially, they are eliminating the need to have a hose because they already require a fire hydrant in order to utilize their power efficiently. They actually aren't able to exploit the water pressure to their advantage, or at least we haven't witnessed one of them do so. Consequently, they will be killed in 20 seconds by any villain who doesn't mind being wet.
We could have used the extra hands!
I can't believe Tenya would run off with such a huge disaster right in front of him.
So there you have it, folks. These characters may have their moments, but when it comes to moving the plot forward or adding depth to My Hero Academia, they fall short. Let us know in the comments if you agree, or if there are any other characters you think fit the bill of uselessness. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more anime analysis.